Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who did tune into my first video and who did subscribe. For those of you, if this is your first time, please make sure that you subscribe below. And my name is Maya. Today's video is pretty much just gonna be a simple makeup routine. This is gonna be my highlight, contour, and foundation routine that I pretty much do every morning. It's very simple, it's very natural looking. So if you're looking for something to do every morning just to make your face pop and to bring out the shadows of your face, then this is a video for you. If you like this video and you like this look, please continue watching. I'm gonna start off with my eyes and my brows already done because I really wanna focus on the foundation and the highlighter and the contouring routine. The first thing you wanna do is make sure that you are primed. I do use this e.l.f. primer mist, and I had this on my first video. I like to use this specifically because I feel like it's light. I have oily skin, so I don't like to have a really heavy primer on my face. Once I have my primer done, I do want to go in with my foundation. I am gonna use this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation today, and this is in the color Deep 78 Neutral. I was gonna go in with my MAC, but when I went today, they actually gave me the wrong color. I'm NC50 in Studio Fix Fluid, and he gave me the wrong color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. I do have the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush today, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And in circular motions, I go ahead and put it all over my face. So like I said in my first video, I don't put a lot of makeup on my forehead when I have this hairstyle, just because I feel like it's a waste of product, and I don't want to waste all my product on a part of my face that no one is going to see. So from there, I am going to go ahead with my highlighting. I am going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. The thing I love about this concealer is that it really helps if you have oily skin. Typically, I will use my LA Girl Pro concealer, and I'll use it either in Fawn or in Toffee, but I noticed when I got this, I was like, honey, it's worth the extra bucks because I get really oily in this area, and this really grabs that oil. So at the end of the day, I might have a little oil seep through, but it's not nearly as bad as it is when I use this. So the first thing I do is I put it right underneath my eye, and I like to taper it out like that because I don't want it to be too thick going towards my cheekbone. Then I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and I'm gonna blend this out. And if you ever see me looking that way, my 6-year-old daughter, soon to be 7, is always sitting right here looking at me. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I'm not just looking at random stuff. And I have that done. I'm gonna go ahead with my cream contour. On my first video, I did use this because this is my favorite thing to cream contour with. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Espresso. Oh Lord, it's magnetic, obviously, because, yeah, that was an accident. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use this to cream contour my face. I like to just go where I want my cheekbone to be defined, and then I will put it on my hairline where I want it to appear darker. This is gonna get on my nerves. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my jawbone because I want that to be defined as well. I don't like to just use it to like draw 2 lines down my nose, just because I hate when I see girls with those 2 lines going down, because that is not cute. So what you want to do is use the method that is least harsh, if that makes sense. And I like to just take a brush and I'll tap it on there, and then I'll go ahead and contour my nose. So depending on how you want your nose to look, you can contour it further away from the middle, and that will create a wider nose. If you want your nose to appear thinner, then you want to bring those lines in even closer to each other. That will create an illusion of a very thin and slender nose. So from there, I am gonna take my stipple brush from MAC, which I told you in my first video if you tuned in for that. And if you didn't, please go watch it, because I'm gonna put it either here or here. I don't know which one it's gonna be on, since it's my first time doing this. But anyway, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna blend in my cream contour. This step is extremely important just because you can create a very harsh line when you're blending from your cream contour that is dark and your cream highlight. And you don't want any harsh lines or any, you know, lines that show that it's going from your highlight to your contour. You want your face to be flawless and you want it to be seamless. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bottom of my beauty blender and I am going to go ahead and squeeze it, and that's gonna help me to contour my nose and blend that out. Now, if you want your face to look more natural, then just go in with one layer of concealer. If you want a little bit more of a pop or a lighter, more defined highlight, then you can go in and put more concealer on. For the sake of this video, I am gonna use my Pro Conceal in Toffee. I'm gonna put that right here. I really just wanna bring that out under my eyes and a little bit down my nose. How I like to do it, I like to squeeze it and put it on the back of my hand, and then I'll just take a little bit with the applicator and then apply it. You see how that's kind of brighter than the NARS? It's just kind of gonna give me just a more highlighted look. And you're just gonna blend that out exactly how you blend it out the first one. And from there, you'll take the butt, I like to call this the butt of the beauty blender, or should I say booty blender, and I will blend that out. You thought that was funny? It is kind of funny. We are ready to set. My favorite setting powder is the Sacha Buttercup. I do use the Laura Mercier translucent powder sometimes. However, I've noticed because of my skin tone being a little more deeper, I noticed that this will complement my contour and my highlight and all the color that I have going on. Laura Mercier will kind of wash me out a little bit. For best results, I like to mix them. So you do want to make sure that all of your creases are blended in, and mine are not. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques sponge. I'm gonna make sure that's blended out first, because the last thing you wanna do is set creases into your face. I'm gonna tap my beauty blender into this powder, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, because you don't want to have too much on your face. And I'm just gonna go in with the powder. And you wanna set anywhere that you put concealer. So this is just gonna bring it out, as well as, you guys see all this powder? It's everywhere. I'm gonna use what was on the back of my hand for my forehead. So I told you I don't like to highlight it too much. So the question is, do I bake? Sometimes I bake, sometimes I don't. If I'm going out and I wanna look extra, then I will bake my face. However, on a regular basis, every day in the morning, I get up so early, I don't have time to bake. So I'll just put it on and I'll wipe it off immediately. And then sometimes I will bake, but I never bake any more than 2 to 3 minutes. So for the sake of this video, I am gonna go ahead and let the under eyes bake just right here, but everything else is coming off. So you do wanna use a powder brush to wipe off the excess powder. I think I've let this bake enough, and I'm gonna wipe that off. So I am gonna go ahead and set my cream contour, and I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. And this is from the color from tan to deep, and it is the powder kit. I do also have the cream kit, but I kind of use this one a lot more. As you see, I use these two colors right here, and I use that to bronze up my face as well as set my cream contour. So I do take this shiny oversized fan brush, brush it in there, and then I bronze my face. Here these earrings go again, acting a fool. I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush, and I'm gonna take this lighter color here, and I'm gonna set the contour on my nose. You do kind of want to make that a thin line, because what you don't want is to create too much of a dark line on your nose. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna blend that out. I like to deepen out my contour with this It's My Ray Ray palette, and there's a color on here called Brownie Bite. This color is extremely pigmented. It's very dark. If you swatch it, Look at that. That is so dark, which is good for darker women, people with more deeper skin tones. It's really hard to find a powder contour that will really contour your face when you have a darker skin complexion. So big ups to Ray for this. I'll go back in with my MAC stipple brush. You don't need a lot of this. I actually just put way too much on it. You see that? That's why you don't want too much. So I'm gonna actually brush this off a little bit in my contour. I do like to take brush strokes going into my face just because I also don't want my highlight to be too much and go too deep into the back of my face. I want it to be more towards the front. So this helps to blend that out. So what you want to do from there is to take your damp beauty blender. This one's kind of dirty, so I'm sorry, it'll be cleaner next time. And you want to blend that out. You don't want any harsh lines for your powder or for when you apply your cream and your concealer. This is very important because I know we all know that we've seen that girl out in the streets thinking she's cute and she's not, because we got all types of harsh lines and all type of craziness happening and she don't even know it. So I don't want you guys to be out in the streets looking like that, because that ain't cute. So every time I do that, I do feel like my contour kind of becomes less defined. So I do love this Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Suede, and I do use this to define that. And I'll take my beauty blender and I'll blend that out. So I'm gonna have a defined contour that's not too harsh, it's not too much, and it's just right. So if you feel like your face is a little bit too light, because I know we do put a lot of concealer towards the inside of our face, and sometimes you can come off being washed out, that kind of feels uncomfortable. So what you want to do is you want to take a powder that is your skin complexion, or something that will make you feel more like you have your normal skin tone on your face. And you want to take the powder brush and you want to pat it in there, and you want to put that pretty much where your concealer and your contour meet. And that will help to bring the color back into your face. So at this point, our face is looking pretty flawless. We didn't want this to be too dramatic, too harsh. You want it to look like your normal skin. You want it to look like you just got up and you just looking flawless. You might have put on a little bit of makeup, but not too much. So now we're gonna go into highlights. I am gonna use this, it's my Ray Ray Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna use French Toast. I like to use my finger to apply it on my nose and my bridge here, as well as the top lip, just because I feel like brushes put a little bit too much product there. So you want to just put on the highlighter to where it blends into your skin, and it's not like pow for New Year's Eve, your birthday, or going out with your girlfriends on a Saturday night. You want to be more like, the sun is really hitting her face, like it's real nice. It's real nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Sephora fan brush, and I'm gonna dip it in the French Toast. I'm gonna blow it. You don't want too much. You're gonna put that on your cheekbones. Now, I like to use more gold colors because of the color of my skin. I feel like the more iridescent colors are a little light for my complexion, and I don't like that. I want my skin to look dewy and to look naturally glowy, and I feel like the gold does that best for brown skin tones. Yes, honey. Huh? Sure. No, I'm extra. Y'all see me putting this on. I just said this was gonna be natural, but I can't help myself. And I also take a little bit of this and put it in my inner tear duct. With my finger, I'll go ahead and I'll blend that out. So I do like to blend in my highlight, because sometimes when you put your highlight on, it does kind of give a harsh line, and you want to make sure that that is not harsh at all. Just like you blend out the rest of your makeup, please blend out your highlight. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to set our face. If you have oily skin like me, you need a really, really good setting spray. What I like to use is this Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray, and this will pretty much help control the oil that comes through on your face. Because at the end of the day, I am just like a face full of Vaseline, all right here, right here, right here, and I need this. and you're good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face out, do a little bit more on my eyes and on my lips, and I'll be right back. So I'm done. Pretty much to finish off this look, I just put on a little bit of this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, which is really bomb, so you need to get it. It pretty much goes with any skin tone, and it just makes your lips pop. I added a little bit of a deeper shadow to my eyes, and that is it. This is pretty much the makeup look that I wear every day. My highlight is not too much. My contour is not too much. I feel like it's just right, and it's perfect for the office or whatever type of job that you do have, and it will stick all day. Thank you for watching this video. If you do like this face and my process and my routine and everything I do to highlight and contour my face on a daily basis, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below. And I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.